Bless your family. It's your Las Vegas neighbor historian, Minister Sanders. Bring you some black history that's local and national. Y'all, we're going to continue with some local history. We're going to talk about a brother by the name of Woodrow Wilson. Now, you may say, I've heard of that name before. Well, you probably have because the 28th president of this country was named Woodrow Wilson. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure because I can't call Woodrow parents and ask, but I'm assuming that Woodrow was named after 28th president Woodrow Wilson. But nonetheless, this Woodrow Wilson, you should definitely be aware of. You should definitely know. He was the president of the NAACP Las Vegas branch in the late 40s. He later ran for office and became the first black state legislator when he held the office of assembly. And later on in his life, he became a county commissioner. He was very outspoken. He was a person that was an advocate for social justice, social change. He was an individual that believed that the way we make change is by being a part of the change. And if you ask those, it's only a few individuals still living who knew Woodrow personally, and they all have confirmed in so many stories type of caliber of man he was. See, Woodrow comes from that cloth of the Joe Neals and the Gene Collinses and the brothers back in the day that, they stood for something. They were leaders that you just couldn't get them to laugh. No, they wasn't laughing when it wasn't no good joke. They wasn't dancing when it wasn't no good music, or music at all. They wasn't eating when they wasn't hungry. They stood for something, and Woodrow was one of those leaders that, again, he dared to be different. He saw, when he ran in the 60s to be the very first state legislator, he knew the odds was against him. He knew the chips were stacked against him, but he believed in the city. He believed in his people. And he wanted to be representation, and he never stopped fighting, even to the end when he transitioned in the 90s. Woodrow's job and goal was to make sure we had strong black men and women in high places, because we know in today's time, y'all, we have a lot of individuals who hold offices, but they're not invested in us like that. They invested in themselves. They're career politicians. There's nothing wrong with making a career out of politics, but you shouldn't be chasing a career. You should be chasing change, because we all know that when you do the right thing within your career, the money's going to come. So you don't have to chase the money or chase the bag or chase popularity. Just do your job and all good things will be added to you. So we want to salute Woodrow Wilson and, appreciate him. We thank him for his legacy and thank him for the ways that he advocated. He paved the way. Any person of color that's in the legislature, whether you black or not, if you're a person of color, you have Woodrow Wilson to thank. Imagine the opposition that brother received, if it was death threats, if it was hate mail, if it was just people in his own community being jealous because he did it and they didn't. So again, Woodrow, we salute you, brother. Thank you for your sacrifice and thank you for paving the way. Happy Black History Month, y'all.